In the remote wilds of northern British Columbia, a ghost town called Kitsault lies frozen in time. Perfectly preserved, this once bustling community remains a snapshot of the early 1980s, its lights still burning bright. The story of Kitsault is a tale of both triumph and tragedy, of a town built on dreams of prosperity that vanished almost as quickly as they appeared. In the rugged wilderness of northern British Columbia, the story of Kitsault began with a bold dream fueled by the hunger for a silvery metal called molybdenum. In the late 1970s, this metal, used to make super-strong steel, was in high demand all over the world. Supplies were running low, and people turned their attention to the hidden riches of northern BC. A mining company called AMAX of Canada Limited saw a golden opportunity. In 1973, they bought a remote piece of land near the Nass River, known for its abundance of molybdenum. By 1979, the price of molybdenum was skyrocketing, so AMAX decided to act. They didn't just want to reopen the old mine, they wanted to build a whole town from scratch, a town that would draw workers and their families to this far-off corner of the world. Kitsault was designed to be more than just a place for miners to sleep. It was meant to be a modern, self-sufficient community capable of supporting 1,200 people. Every detail was carefully planned to make sure the workers and their families had everything they needed, just like in a big city. Construction crews got to work, and in just 1 year, Kitsault sprang to life. The town was filled with about 100 houses and duplexes, giving the miners and their families comfortable homes. 7 apartment buildings were also built, with 200 suites ready for new people to move in. But Kitsault wasn't just about houses. It had a modern hospital with the latest medical equipment, so people could get top-notch care without having to travel far. The town's mall was the place to be, with a grocery store, a bank, a post office, a restaurant, and plenty of shops. It had everything you'd expect in a real town. The town's designers didn't forget about fun and learning either. Kitsault had a school, so kids could learn close to home. 2 recreation centers were built for people to have fun and meet their neighbors. These centers had a big swimming pool, a gym, racquetball courts, and even a curling rink. There was also a movie theater and a pub, making Kitsault a place where people could relax and enjoy themselves. By 1980, Kitsault was a fully fledged, modern marvel in the middle of nowhere. With around 100 houses, duplexes, and 7 apartment buildings holding 200 suites, the town was ready for its 1,200 residents. It had everything you could ask for: a state-of-the-art hospital, a bustling shopping mall, restaurants to satisfy every craving, a bank, a movie theater for entertainment, 2 recreation centers to keep people active, and even a school for the kids. The people who planned Kitsault wanted to make sure it was a great place to live, not just a place to work. The hospital had the latest medical technology, so people could get the best care without having to travel for hours. The shopping mall was a busy place, filled with stores selling everything you could need. The recreation centers offered all kinds of activities, from swimming and racquetball to watching movies and enjoying a drink at the pub. Just when it seemed like Kitsault was on top of the world, everything changed. The price of molybdenum suddenly dropped because of a recession in 1982 and because other mines were producing more of it. This was a disaster for the town. The mine was shut down, and within a year, Kitsault was empty. Just 18 months after it had been completed, the town was deserted. The sudden rise and fall of Kitsault left many people heartbroken and unsure of what to do next. For over 2 decades, Kitsault sat empty, a forgotten ghost town untouched by the passage of time. But it wasn't entirely abandoned. Caretakers were brought in to watch over the town, making sure it didn't fall completely apart. Then, in 2005, an American businessman bought Kitso and poured millions of dollars into fixing it up. He wanted to keep the town exactly as it was, with big plans for the future. Thanks to the caretakers, Kitso still looks remarkably like it did in the 1980s. The buildings stand tall and strong, the streets are clean and tidy, and even the lights are still on. Walking through this town is like stepping back in time, a surreal experience that captures the essence of a bygone era. Walking through Kitso's empty streets today is a surreal experience. The houses, though weathered, still stand strong, with many roofs repaired and lawns neatly trimmed by the caretakers. The town's well-preserved buildings, like the recreation centers and hospital, remain fully equipped and stocked, just as they were in 1983. The lower recreation center, for example, still has a full-sized swimming pool filled with water, a gymnasium with a shiny hardwood floor, an exercise room, and more. The pool area even has the same decorations from 1983, making it feel like you've stepped into a time capsule. The two-story hospital is just as amazing, with all its medical supplies, tools, operating room, and X-ray machine in perfect condition. Kitso wasn't just built for work, it was built for comfort and luxury. The VIP guest house, perched on a hill overlooking the town, is a perfectly preserved 1980s dream home, complete with 4 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. It gives us a glimpse into the town's brief time of wealth and extravagance. The VIP guest house is all about luxury. It has plush carpets, elegant wooden furniture, and a cozy fireplace in the living room. Each bedroom is big and bright, with huge windows that offer stunning views of the surrounding wilderness. The bathrooms are just as fancy, with marble countertops, deep tubs, and modern fixtures that were top of the line back then. The upper recreation center is another impressive part of town, with its curling rink, racquetball courts, a movie theater, and the beautiful Maple Leaf pub. The pub, with its warm atmosphere and vintage decor, looks ready for a party. It has a long wooden bar, classic pub stools, and tables perfect for chatting with friends or having a big gathering. The walls are covered with old-school decorations, adding to the feeling of nostalgia. The movie theater is also a sight to behold. It has plush seats, a giant screen, and a collection of movies from the 80s, making it the perfect place to relax. The theater's decor includes heavy curtains, old movie posters, and an old-fashioned ticket booth, all carefully preserved. The huge shopping mall in the center of town includes a grocery store, a bank, a post office, a restaurant, a Sears, and other stores, all frozen in time. As you walk through the mall, you can almost hear the sounds of people talking and shopping. The grocery store still has some of its original products, and the shelves, although dusty, show how lively the town once was. The future of Kitso is a mystery, but it holds a glimmer of hope. The town's owner once dreamed of turning it into a nature lover's paradise, and later a place for natural gas processing. But for now, these plans remain just that, dreams. Any future changes will involve the local indigenous people and prioritize protecting the environment. If you want to see Kitso for yourself, you'll need to book a tour through Northern BC Jet Boat Tours. Rob Bryce, who has been working with the caretakers for years, leads these tours, giving visitors a chance to experience this unique ghost town firsthand. The caretakers are dedicated to preserving Kitso's history and making sure it remains a place of interest for years to come. Kitso stands as a stark reminder of how quickly towns built on resource extraction can rise and fall. Its near-perfect condition offers a rare glimpse into the past, making it a fascinating place for anyone interested in history and abandoned places. As we wonder what will become of this ghost town, we can't help but be amazed by its resilience and the stories hidden within its quiet streets and empty houses. Whether it becomes a tourist attraction or a place for new development, Kitsol's story will live on. As always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you really need some more of that history crack.